speaker, Mr. Vikas Pandya. Mr. Vikas Pandya completed M.Tech in Construction Management from College of Engineering, Pune in 2014. He started his journey in the field of aluminium formwork design with Humcam India Private Limited. Then he started his own firm, Abhikalpan Formwork Solution, which provides various services like formwork design, formwork selection, formwork supply, accessories manufacturing and training. Now, I request Mr. Pandya to start the webinar on market trends or policies for formwork safety.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And I would also like to thank HOD sir, Dr. Ranveer sir, Vyas ma'am, and Vasudha ma'am, also the COEP team. It is my great privilege to be here to present this seminar as an alumni of this college. So now let's begin with the presentation. Is it visible? My screen is visible?
Yes, it is visible.
So let's begin with today's presentation. So today we'll discuss about market trends and policies for formwork selection. So in the entire session, we're going to discuss about the following things. First, we'll discuss about formwork and types of formwork. Then we'll look after the different formwork systems which are using in India nowadays. Then we'll go for the formwork selection, that exactly how to select a formwork system, as there are a lot of formwork systems available in India nowadays, and different type of structure we have to build. So for which structure, which formwork system is best suitable and best, it will give best result. So we'll look that, and then we'll go for the aluminium formwork system in detail, as aluminium formwork system is very much accepted formwork system in India nowadays. So first, we'll see the definition of formwork system. So in various IS codes and books, it is defined as a temporary structure which supports to newly or freshly placed concrete and until it's hardened. So in this picture, you can see a formwork system which is well placed on site. And why formwork is so important? Because it is very much responsible for quality of concrete as well as safety at your site, and the economy also depends on the formwork only. As we talk about the quality of formwork, so it is totally responsible for a good quality of concrete. If your formwork system is not good, then you will see the honeycombing in your concrete surface. You will see some hairline at the junction of two panels, like that. If you are using a poor formwork system, then the quality of concrete surface will be the poor one, will not good. When we talk about the safety, so major accidents happen on construction site due to the failure of formwork. Because of formwork failure, there are a lot of accident and lot of death happens in India as well as in entire market. So your formwork system should be well designed and enough safe for working conditions. And then we'll talk about the economy. So as far as economy is concerned, it carries your 40 to 50% cost of entire RCC work and up to 10% cost of your entire project. So when we talk about the economy of project, if we control the cost of formwork, then definitely you will save a lot of money in the terms of your entire project. Then we'll see the different types of formwork system. So this is a broadly classification of formwork system. So formwork is classified into majorly two parts. The one is horizontal formwork system and the another is vertical formwork system. So we'll look after the horizontal formwork system. Horizontal formwork system, also known as centering, and it is further divided into the three parts. The handset system, which we can handle by manually. We don't need cranes or any hosting equipment. The another is crane set system. So for the system, these are the various systems for which we will require hosting equipment such as crane or hydra, like that. And the third one is other type of horizontal formwork system. Mainly this system divides a special structure like dome and arches like that. When we talk about the vertical formwork system, it is also known as shuttering, and it is broadly divided into two parts, the crane dependent and crane independent. So for crane dependent system, the various formwork system for which we need a crane, such as a big formwork system like tunnel form or gang form, for which we require a crane. And the crane independent system are further divided into two parts like slip form and self-raising formwork system. Slip form and self-raising system, which are mainly dependent on the hydraulic system.
Vikas, let me interrupt you. Have you changed the slide?
Yes, it's now I'm
Because
on the fourth slide.
yeah, we are seeing here formwork definition only, so that's why I interrupted.
I have already changed.
Okay, okay.
Let me check. Now is it visible?
Not yet. Rest of the participant, Gayatri madam.
No, it is not visible. Madam, can
First
you...
slide only.
Yeah, first slide formwork definition is seen, and the changed one are not seen. So just go some. Yeah, some more slides. You just click and once again come back, so that it may get operated.
Now on the slide of types of formwork system, the formwork slide number 4.
Vikas sir,
Yes.
just minimize your presentation and then start again.
Okay.
Or otherwise, once again start presenting the screen.
Okay, I'm just trying. Now is it visible?
No, sir.
No, not yet changed.
Let me present once again the slide.
Yes, sir. No problem. Yes, sir. Now it is visible. Yes, sir.
So in the last slide, we have discussed the different classification of formwork system. As per this table, it is given by Mr. Hana. He has worked a lot in the formwork field. So we'll go for the further slide. Now in this presentation, we will see these are the different formwork system we will see in this presentation. The first will go for the conventional formwork system, Euroform, tunnel form, table or flying form, plastic form, and lastly we will see the self-climbing formwork system. These are formwork systems which are mainly used in the residential and commercial construction of commercial construction, or mainly in the building construction, which are not merely used in the infrastructure. Then first we will see the conventional system. As you can see in this picture, this is the combination of plywood and timber, and then it will go to the rest like soldier and everything, and then it's and then this distribute the load to the props. So when we are using a conventional formwork system, the process will be like separate. First we'll cast column, then we'll go for the beam and slab. Although initial cost of this formwork system is at lower side, generally it varies from 2,500 rupees per square meter. And the cycle in this formwork we can achieve from 20 to 30 days. So approximately 1 month required to complete one floor by using this formwork system. And the repetition of this formwork system is are 10 to 15 repetition merely we can get from this formwork system. So the average cost of formwork will goes from 200 to 250 rupees per square meter when we consider of the repetition of formwork system. So main advantage we can consider of this formwork system as your structure is a smaller one, or you have to cast one or two floors of building or bungalow, only one single bungalow, then definitely conventional formwork system is much better for you. You can go for this system. And also we required skilled labor for this formwork system as we manufacture and design this system at site only. So advantage, if we look for the further advantage, so design changes are possible in this formwork system as we have to design this formwork system at site only. So till the casting, we can change our drawing. And also external and internal plaster will be required for this formwork system because the finishing of concrete will not that much good, and accuracy to maintain accuracy using this formwork system is also quite difficult. Then we'll look up to the hello. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but we can't see the slides.
Once again, I will check it. Now is it visible? Hello.
Hello.
Now is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible now.
So now we'll discuss about the aluminium formwork system. Mainly, it is made of the aluminium alloy 6061T6. So aluminium is available in different alloys. So why we are using 6061T6? Because this has enough hardness and durability to sustain the pressure of concrete. And also this alloy is a weldable alloy. So that's why this is best suitable alloy to build aluminium formwork system. So casting process while we are using the aluminium formwork system will be the monolithic construction. So by mean the monolithic construction, we cast wall, column, beams, slabs, our entire floor cast together in one single pour. We cast the entire floor. The cost of aluminium formwork system is quite higher side, and the accuracy will definitely get best accuracy when we will taking care of all the design aspect and all the accessories part of aluminium formwork system. As it comes in the various panels, so and it joins with the different accessories, so we must need to use all the accessories to get better finish and better quality of concrete by using this formwork system. Then again, we can get the 5 to 8 days cycle using the aluminium formwork system, and the repetition we will get from 200 to 250 repetition while we take proper taking care of the system. So we can use 200 to 250 times this formwork system. And if you consider 10,000 rupees per square meter of cost of this formwork system, and if you are using for 250 times, then the average cost will be goes up to 40 rupees per square meter and 4 rupees per square feet. It is like negligible cost for the shuttering. Also, plastering is not required for this system as we will get the better finish of concrete. So we can directly go for the texture paint from external side, and from internal side, you can go for the gypsum plaster like that. So you will get a better finish surface by using this formwork system. Also, skilled labor you will not require at site because it is pre-designed and it will come with the different drawings to assemble at site. So one normal person with 1 or 2 days training can easily access this formwork system and easily place this formwork system with the accessories and all. And one major advantage of this formwork system is it has a good scrap value as it is a metal. So you will definitely get a good scrap value. So on an average, 1/3 of your investment price you will get as a scrap value for this formwork system. Also, it is one of the safe formwork system as it comes with the working platform. As it comes with the working platform, a 2 level of working platform provided with this system. The one which you are at the casting, and the another is the bottom level of that floor. So by using the working platform, the external side, external periphery, you can make it a safe environment for the working. And also one limitation or disadvantage, you may say that the drawing you must need to freeze at initial level. Once it is designed and manufactured, you cannot do any design changes. Or if you will do a design change, it will definitely cost you very high because you have to alter the formwork system and everything, and it will lead the delays in your construction process. So then we'll look after the next formwork system, which is called as the Euro formwork system. Euroform system is a combination of plywood and steel material like MS steel. As you can see in this picture, the slide is moving, right? Hello?
No, sir. Now it is moving. Now it is moving. Yes.
Okay, so we are on the slide number 10, the Euroform system.
Yes,
So
sir.
in this formwork system, as you can see in this picture, the face sheet of the formwork system will be of plywood and the supporting system will be of the MS steel. As you can see, is this the yellow color framing is entirely MS, a regular MS, and the face sheet is of plywood. So the repetition of this formwork is about 30 to 40 repetitions. And the initial cost will be the moderate one, like a slight upper than the conventional and the slight lower than the aluminium formwork system. Also, this formwork system is the same as aluminium formwork system except the material. So will work as aluminium formwork system only. Also, skilled labor will not required for this formwork system too, as it will comes with the different drawings to work on site. This is also create a safe working environment, as this formwork system also come with the 2 level of working brackets. So we can make our entire floor like a closed working environment, working shade. The cycle time which we can get from this formwork system is 7 to 10 days on site. And accuracy also we can get, but with the care, as these are the different panels we have to assemble and site. So the proper accessories, we must take care of that. The maximum size of this panel is, the wall panel is 450 by 2450. And the weight of panel will be around 26 kg. So one single person can easily handle this panel. So we will not require any hosting equipment such as crane and hydras. As you can see in this picture, this formwork system comes with the flexibility. Like you can use this formwork system with aluminium formwork system and conventional formwork system. These facilities mainly defined for the minimize our initial cost. So as you can see in this picture, the pointer where I mentioned, the sorry. A timber rail is running on the top of the all wall panel, and on this timber rail, as you can see in this picture, on this timber rail we can place our conventional formwork system by using the regular method. The stringer will be there, then joist, and then face sheet, and this will transfer the load to the props. And also you can use aluminium formwork system decking with this system. So this is quite flexible formwork system you can use over site. The next formwork system is the tunnel form. This is a fastest formwork system, I must say, because you can get 1 to 3 days cycle in this formwork system. In 1 day, you can cast your entire floor. So as you can see in this picture, this is an MS material, the entire MS material. We make it like a tunnel. It comes in the 2 form, like entire U-shaped tunnel, like you can see in this picture. And the second one will be the half tunnel, half U. So we will, once this formwork system, we will assemble on site for the first level. Then we just need to place the formwork system for further levels. Like we just need to rotate the formwork to come out the formwork system, and using the crane, we just need to place it on the second floor. So plastering also not required for this formwork system, as the concrete finishing will be much better than aluminium and Euro also, because as it does not have any different panels. So the joint will not seen at the panel. The one single panel will be a big surface area. So that's why one connection line or hairline will also not visible on the surface of concrete. Also, this system required quite skilled labor on site, but lesser number of labor definitely, because once only we need to fix it. After that, only crane will do his work. As you can see in this picture, this formwork system comes with the wheel balancing at the bottom of the formwork system. So after casting of one floor, we just need to remove entire formwork system from that floor, and we'll go for the further floor. The limitation we can consider this in this formwork system is that some wall we cannot be able to cast with this formwork system, as we need to remove our entire formwork system. So one side wall we have to cast in brickwork or block work. So this is quite limitation of the formwork system. Then scrap value, definitely this is also a metal, steel material. So that's why scrap value will get definitely a good one. Also the design, as we'll see as a design aspect of this formwork system, then our design must be a simple design. If a major architecture feature will be there, then definitely this is a limitation of that, limitation of this formwork system. If we have different architecture feature on of the structure, then we'll not able to use this formwork system. If we need to a simple structure like this, as shown in this picture, then definitely this is a very good formwork system. And we'll definitely use this formwork system when we have very limited time span. We need to finish our project in very early time, then definitely this formwork system is very good. The reputation of formwork system is 500 plus. So generally this comes from 15,000 rupees a square meter, and we'll distribute this formwork, distribute in the reputation, 500 we consider. Then the cost of formwork system will be 30 rupees per square meter or 3 rupees per square feet. Definitely, I'm not considering the operational cost over here. Operational cost will be different for all the system. Now, next we'll go for the table formwork system. Mainly, this formwork system used for the horizontal construction only. This is quite a normal formwork system. At the top of the system, it will be a sheet. Then it will distribute the load to this I-beams, or we can call this joist. Then this will distribute it to next stage like stringers, and then this stringer distribute the load to the props. So it is mainly used for the horizontal formwork system only. This formwork system is best suitable for the flat slab. If you have to cast flat slab or PT slab, then you must go with this formwork system. If you will go with the aluminum formwork system for PT slab, then the result you might get will be quite difficult, because to maintain the verticality of aluminum formwork system is quite difficult. And with this formwork system, with the bracing and everything, you can maintain the verticality of formwork system. Then the repetition you'll get 30 to 40 repetition using this formwork system, and the scrap value definitely will not good, because the maximum part of this formwork system is wooden. Then the further next formwork system is plastic formwork system. It is mainly made of plastic. This formwork system also same as aluminum or Eurofoam, but the only is the material is changed. The monolithic construction process we will follow in this formwork system too. The initial cost will be the moderate one, like around 5,000 to 5,500 rupees per square meter. Then the cycle time will get from 7 to 10 days using this formwork system. This formwork system also not required any hosting equipment, as it comes in a panel, so one labor can easily handle the panel. And the scrap value will be the quite lower side, as it is a plastic, so you will not get the scrap value as per the metal. Then the next formwork system is the self-climbing formwork system, which is mainly used for the vertical formwork, or if we are using this system in the residential or building construction, then we must go for the core only. The entire other formwork system will be of aluminum or Euro as per your convenience. So in this formwork system, as you can see in this picture, the step one will be like we will place first panel over there and the top working bracket for first pour. After finishing the first pour, for second pour, we will fix the climbing shoes over there on the first casted wall. And then second pouring we will complete. After second pouring completion, when we'll go for the third pouring, we will fix the hydraulic system at the bottom of formwork, as you can see in this fourth step. And after that, it will become a self-climbing system. So if you are having the repetition or height of building is more than 30 meter, or like you are having more than 30, 40 floors you have to cast. So this formwork system will definitely good one, because in the entire core area, you will not require to disassemble the formwork system again and again, as this is a hydraulic system. So automatically it will go upper side. So it will definitely save your operational cost also, because you need not to assemble this formwork system again and again, as you have to assemble the aluminum or Eurofoam. Then one limitation you can consider that you just need a simple structure for this formwork system also. If you are having a balconies projection or chhajja projection in the surface, then we'll definitely not be able to use this formwork system. We'll go for the next part of this presentation, which is as formwork selection. Then how to select any formwork system, we will discuss in this section. So while I was doing my MTech thesis with the help of, or with the guidance of my guide, Dr. Vyas ma'am, by going through various literature review, I have identified these 17 different attributes which are very important or useful for selection of formwork system. You can go or just read out the slide, or I'll just fastly reading this attributes. The first attribute is building shape, then lateral load supporting system, then slab type, floor height, concrete finishing, construction speed, area of practice, site characteristics, available capital, hosting equipment, office support, support yard facilities, degree of repetition, scrap value, number of floors, weather condition, and typical floor area. So these are the 17 attributes which are most important for the selection of any formwork system. So for the next process to select any formwork system, we will not consider these 17. After the identification of these attributes, we have conducted a questionnaire survey to formwork expert and asked for the most important out of these 17 attributes. So we get these results from our formwork expert, and according to them, the available capital is the most important factor to select any formwork system. Then it follows by the construction speed, then degree of repetition, then concrete finishing, then building shape, and then structural system. To build and model to formwork selection, we used a fuzzy logic, and we used the computer programming language MATLAB. Using that MATLAB, we have built a table form model. So by using that model, you can select your formwork system. So for the fuzzy logic, fuzzy input variable, we consider this formwork system into a numeric scale. We converted this linguistic term into the numeric scale. Out of these 6 attributes, the first 3, available capital, construction speed, and degree of repetition, are numeric value. Like you can calculate it, calculate by number, exact figure you can say. But the concrete finishing, building shape, and structural system are not the numeric term. These are the linguistic term, like concrete finishing. I want good concrete finish, or poor finish, or bad finish. So there is no exact figure, like my good and your good may be different. So we have decided this, we have converted this linguistic term to a numeric scale from 1 to 10. So for concrete finishing, from 1 to 10, it is like poor, fair, and good. From 1 to 10, if 1 is for poor, the intermediate 5 is for the fair one, and the 10 is for the good one. Then building shape, irregular, semi-regular, and regular. Like for 1 is irregular. The second one will be 5 for semi-regular, we can consider, and the 10 for regular building shape. And the structural system, from 1 to 10 scale, the first one is frame structure. Then the second we consider as one axis shear wall structure, and the third one is the entire load bearing structure or complete shear wall structure. So we have considered this numeric scale for the further work. Then we, using the MATLAB software, we have calculated this. We have considered this input variable into these graphs. So for available capital from 0 to 1, 15,000 rupees we have considered, and this graph shows low working capital, low available capital. Then the second is the medium capital, and the third is the higher capital. Same as construction speed. Like construction speed is the high. If you need to finish your entire slab in 1 or 2 days or 5 days, so it will be the high speed. So the first graph shows the high construction speed, then second is the medium, and then low construction speed. Same as for degree of repetition, concrete finishing, building shape, and the structural system. So after finalization of these attributes, one more time we have conducted the questionnaire survey to formwork expert, and we have asked them for giving us the best suitable formwork system for these factors. So according to the expert, in this table, I have mentioned the different formwork system are suitable with the different factors or different selection factors. So for example, if you have available capital low, then the wooden conventional system will be the best suitable formwork system for you. And for tunnel form, you must require to a higher available capital. Same as for degree of repetition. If your table form is there, then medium degree of repetition you will get. So after finalization of this table, we have processed the data, the entire data, and then we have made this table as an output variable or a formwork selection model, a tabular model. In that, in this table, I have mentioned this axis is mentioned as a different formwork system, and on another axis we have considered the factor of attributes of formwork system. So the input variable we consider it as low, medium, and high for all the factors, and the output variable will be the good, fair, and poor. Like if you have a low available capital, then good is the conventional formwork system for you. And after this output, we have to give the marks. Like for if you get the result of poor, then you will get 1 number. If you are getting the fair, then you will get 2 number. And if you are getting result of good, then you will get the 3 numbers. So according to your input variables, you have to measure your numbers for the different formwork system, and the highest 18 numbers and lower is 0 number as, and whatever the highest number you can get for the different formwork system, you must go for that formwork system. So we'll just take an example that how to use that table. So here I have shown or I have mentioned a formwork shell plan, a shell plan of a building. This is an entire shell wall structure, as you can see in this picture, and it has very limited, or we can say no elevational feature with this of this building. So these are the input variable or input information of the project. The project name is example project. The number of floor we have to cast for the per building is 40 floors. The project duration is for 4 years. Is of 4 years. In 4 years we have to finish this project. Then we have to total build 5 numbers of building. The same 5 number of building we have to cast. Then concrete finishing, definitely we require good concrete finishing. The building shape is regular, as you can see in this plan. The structural system is an entire shear wall structure. All the walls are carrying the load of all the load. So when we consider, when we have converted our inputs in fuzzy logic input variable, then we have all the input variables as high. We have good available capital. The capital is not a problem. So high we'll consider. The construction speed, definitely we have to cast 200 pours or 200 slab in 4 years. So on an average, we will require 6 days cycle. If I consider 300 working days in a year, then I will target 6. I have to target 6 days cycle time. So definitely it will be at higher side. Then the degree of repetition, definitely I have 200 repetition because I have to cast 5 buildings with the same floor. So 200 total repetition I will get. So it will be, this will also in higher input variable. The concrete finishing, definitely we get a good quality of concrete finishing, as the height of building is 40 floors. So I don't want, or we don't want external plastering. So we must get good concrete finish, as we are going for direct texture paint on the floor, on the concrete surface. Then the building shape is the regular one. There is no elevational feature over there. Then structural system is also a shear wall structure, so it will go on the higher side. So with this input variable, when we consider our output, so we are getting 2 best formwork system for our input variable. The one is self-climbing formwork system, and the another one is aluminum formwork system. So for aluminum formwork system and self-climbing, we are getting the 18 numbers maximum, and the next best suitable is a tunnel formwork. Because why? In the structural system, the entire system is a shear wall structure. So as you can see in this shell plan, there are a lot of internal walls also, and these are the structural wall. So it is the limitation of tunnel form, because if you have to cast with the tunnel form, then you must prepared for a tunnel, and you cannot give the offset and everything. So definitely, if the entire shear wall structure is there, then tunnel form will be the poor one. We can say it's the fair one because some wall we can cast in the we cannot cast with by using the from tunnel form. So that's why the maximum number we are getting in aluminium formwork system only. So we'll go with the aluminium formwork system for this project. Then in the next part, we will discuss about the aluminium formwork system in detail. Why aluminium formwork system? Because nowadays in India, this is a widely accepted formwork system. As you know, our Prime Minister in 2015 has announced one scheme, like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. According to that scheme, till 2022, in urban area, every person should have their own home. Like EWS schemes are going a lot, and due to that scheme, EWS project like economical weaker section project are very much casting nowadays in Mumbai. In Pune also, you can see the tendency of builder nowadays. So they are focusing on to build a housing township. Like you can see nowadays, big builders are not focusing on 1 or 2 or 3 buildings project. Now they are focusing on the entire township, like Magarpatta city earlier developed Magarpatta city. Then Aminora city is another example. Then Nanded city now new is constructing Megapolis, Life Republic by Kote Patel. Then Blue Water Bar, BTP Group. So in Pune only we seen 6-7 townships are nowadays going on. So larger amount of construction is going on, and you can fulfill with the aluminium formwork system only. So we will see in detail this formwork system. So I have distributed this entire further slide in 3 parts. The first we'll see the components of aluminium formwork system. Different parts we will look after that. The second part of the presentation will be like assembly process of aluminium formwork system, and the third will be the dismantling of the system. So we'll start with the components of aluminium formwork system. So first component of this system is wall panel. So it is available in the various sizes. The standard size is 400, 450, 300, 500, 550, 600. The maximum width of panel will be 600, and maximum height of panel with rocker will be 2450. I'm talking in the mm. And without rocker, it will be like 2400. So as you can see in this picture, the face sheet of aluminium alloy, and the thickness of this face sheet will be around 4 mm. Then this face sheet is supported by the further stiffener cum holder. These are the stiffeners which you can use as a holder also. And this next part is the rail, sheet rail. So the function of rail is to distribute the load from stiffener to that next soldier or voltage and everything. And another function of this rail will to connect with the another panel. So as you can see in these 2 pictures, there is an assembly of aluminium formwork wall panels. So these are the different 4 panels which are assembled in line. As I was saying, the rocker panel. So this is a rocker. Generally, the height of rocker is 50 mm, and it is in the L form. The 65 by 50 mm is the size of this rocker, and these rocker mainly used in the internal portion of the internal panel only, where you are getting the resting platform. You will use this panel, and where you are not having resting platform, like resting floor is not there, then we must use the panel without rocker. The panel will rest on the kicker. So the another panel is like IC. This is an IC panel which is placed in the corner of the panel, and these panels are connected with this pin and wedge system. So the next component of the panel, this formwork system, is the slab corner. These are the corners. The main function of these slab corners is to connect wall panel and deck panels. These are the in corner, which is connected at the corner of any room, and slab out corner. So main difference between in corner and out corner is the concrete surface. For in corner, the concrete surface will be the outer side. as you can see in this cursor, the concrete surface will be this, and the inner side deck panel will be, we will place the deck panel. And for out corner, the concrete surface will be at this side, and we will place the panel from this portion. As you can see in this picture, the wall panel, on the top of wall panel, we have placed the SL or slab corner. From here, we will place the deck panel. In this picture, you can see the slab in corner, comes slab out corner, and slab corner, 3 rings together. Slides are moving, right? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. The next panel or next component is the beam bottom panel, which is mainly placed at the bottom of any beam, bottom of any beam. It covers from the bottom portion, and this side rail, we will place the side panel of beam. Then the next component is the EB, which is called as end beam, MB, middle beam, and prop head. This is a horizontal supporting system for deck panels. So end beam, which is mainly placed from the, it is connect between slab corner and prop head. And the middle beam is connect between 2 props. When you have to place a beam between 2 props, then the middle beam will be, we will place. The average per kg weight of this panel is around 48 kg. So these 2 panels are very heavy panel, because this panel has to take all the weight from deck panel and transfer it to props. This is a prop head. This prop head is a standard size prop head. The width of prop head is 150 mm and the length will be 300 mm. Also, this is a common prop we will use between end beam and middle beam, or middle beam between middle beam. This is a special prop head which is mainly used at the beam bottom level, or somewhere where you need to you are not able to place this standard prop head. And this is a joint bar. By using this bar, we connect prop head and the beams, middle beam and end beam. So this is an assembly of junction of end beam, middle beam, and prop head. So as you can see in this picture, the joint bar is placed over here, and with the long pin, we'll connect all these things together. So in the further picture, as you can see over here, at the beam bottom level, the special prop head is assembly like this. The next is the position of end beam, prop head, and middle beam. In this picture, it is clearly shown that at the top of the SL or slab corner and the middle of prop head, we are using end beam, and between 2 prop head, we are using the middle beam. In this picture also, you can see the different end beam assembly. Then the next component of this formwork system is deck panel. The maximum size of deck panel is 100 by 1200 mm. This might varies for the different manufacturer. I'm talking about the Korean manufacturing standard, like for Kumkang, S-Form, Hyundai, Sobo India. These are providing this panel in maximum size of 600 by 1200 mm. And this takes the load of the deck panel concrete. As you can see in this picture, the first deck panel is assembled at the corner. Then we'll fix the end beam position. As you can see in that another picture, the end beam position we will fix, and then we will place the further panels, and we'll connect it with the using of pin and wedges. So most common accessories or most useful accessories of this formwork system is pin and wedge. And the next useful is wall ties. We'll see in the further slides. So this is the entire assembly of deck panel. Then the staircase panel. So this will be called as gun panel. These are the tapered panel or special staircase panel. And these are the panels for top and riser and trade panel, or we can cover panel. We can say cover panel. So these are the common accessories which we are using for aluminium formwork system. There are a lot more accessories also, but I cannot show in this presentation, as more than 50 type of accessories we use for the aluminum formwork system. So main accessories I have mentioned over here. This is pin. This is stub pin. The maximum width, length of pin is 55 mm, and head is 22 mm, and the diameter of pin is 16 mm. And this is a wedge, 70 mm long wedge is there, which is embossed from the between, and one hole is there. The another is wall tie. It shows like this. This has different. It has different size available in different sizes for different wall thicknesses. The next is the PVC sleeve, hard cover sleeve, which we placed on the wall tie to protect it from concrete. Then this is a waller clamp, which is used to maintain the horizontality, or for vertical panels we placed it, and to maintain the alignment of all the panels we use this waller clamp. After fixing the waller clamp, we place a waller pipe over there. Then these are the dismantling tools, some dismantling tools such as panel puller to use to remove wall panel, the tie puller, which is used to remove wall ties from casted wall. The further is hole bari. This is a very important tool. As you will fix the panel on site, so sometimes it will difficult to place the panel in between two panels. So to match the hole, we use this accessory. Then the common accessories, ring nut, the kicker cone, adjustable bracket, then sleeve sheet. There are two types of sleeve. One is the harder one, and this is the consumable sleeve sheet. The price of both the sleeves are different, so that's why this is nowadays most commonly used. Then turnbuckle and kicker nut and bolt. So the next portion of this presentation is the assembly of formwork panel, aluminum formwork panel. So this is a methodology which we'll use, or which will follow to assemble our entire formwork system. So first work is a structural line. So before placing the panel, we have to mark the wall line or structural line of the walls, and we will mark two lines simultaneously. One will be the panel line, where we have to erect the panel, and the another one offset line will be there of around 500 or 400 mm offset line. So mainly these line we will use to check the verticality of panel after erection of entire formwork system. So mainly two lines are advisable. We have to create on the site. Then after the finishing of structural line, the wall panel setting will start. Before erecting any wall panel, we have to clean the panel and apply some foam oil on that to avoid the stick of concrete on panel. If you will not apply the foam oil, then you will not get a good quality of concrete on the panel. And also you will see that your concrete surface has get some bubbles, because aluminium and cement reacts together and it creates some small bubble. So foam oil is must for every panel. So we'll start erection with the external panel only. So if you will fix your, as you can see, the external panel will be fixed on the kicker position. So your position of kicker will be fixed as your building line. So if you will start with the external panel, then your building will not go, not fall in the alignment, or will not go at any offset like that. The second, after connection of this panel, you will see like this, the two formwork panel, which we are using to connect aluminum angle, which is the size of 65 by 65 mm width, and the height is whatever needed. So by using this angle, we connect two corner panels of aluminum formwork system with the help of pin and wedges. Then we will start the erection of the internal panel, and that to start with the IC panel first. And one more advantage to start with the external panel is that if you have to adjust your panel, so you can adjust from inside the panel, your wall, your building periphery will not disturb if you will start with the external side. So in internal panel, first you will fix the IC at position, and then you will start with the internal wall panel. So in this picture, it is shown that the external and internal panel will be connected using the wall tie, and wall tie is covered with the PVC sleeve. So this is also another main accessory to maintain thickness of wall, or to avoid any accident. If you will not taking care of wall ties, then you will see some accident on site. Sometimes wall may it may rupture, or it may fail. Wall tie may fail over there. So this we have to fix at side only. For the normal 3-meter height, we provide 7 wall ties on for to connect 2 panels. And the height of these wall ties will be different. Like starting with 200 mm, then the another is 150, then 300 mm gap, then 600, and whatever is remaining. So why maximum wall tie is at bottom? Because the concrete pressure will be maximum at the bottom level only. So we are providing maximum number of wall ties at bottom only. Now the next assembly of beam panel and slab corner. After finalization of erection of wall panel, we will fix beam panel, as you can see in this picture, beam panel, and after the finalization of beam panel, we will fix slab corners. Slab in corner and slab corner we will fix on the panel. After completion of that, we will start with the corner deck panel. After one deck panel fix, we will place our middle beam assembly over there, and then we will place for the next slab. And same we will repeat for the further slab panel also. As you can see in this picture, there is a connection between middle beam and end beam with the prop head using the joint bar. Then the setting of staircase panel. So after the wall panel erection, we will continue the staircase panel erection with the wall panels. And after completion of this taper panel or special staircase panel, we will fix the gun panel. Gun panel, which is the panel which will be the corner panel of steps and wall. So we'll place the gun panel, and after finalization of gun panel, we will place this cover panel, riser and trade panel. So after finishing the staircase and entire formwork system erection, then the MEP work will be there. Like electrical and plumbing lines we will place. The steel of slab we will place, and then we'll go for the marking. Like as you can see in this picture, this is the entire erected formwork system. After the complete erection, we will go for the marking. Like we will mark entire panel with a name. So it cannot misplaced or mixed with the another panel. So by using this activity is very important. By using this activity, we will definitely save time for the further slabs. As you can see in this picture, the entire assembly is ready. This is the full height wall panel. This is a panel with sill level. This called as prop. This is middle beam. This is end beam, prop head. Then these are the deck panel. These are the beam panels, which will be mainly on the top of the opening. This panel will called as BSL. It is same as SL, but only difference is it will place under the beam. So that's why we have named it BSL, or we can call it soffit 2. Then the wall end panel, then the window cap panel, and window bottom panel, beam bottom panel. So after completion of the entire erection, we have to go for the check. That before casting check and the during casting check, we have to make sure that all these things are taken care before casting. So before casting, we have to check the alignment of all the panels, all wall panel, deck panel. We have to check the verticality and horizontality of the all wall and slab panel. Then we must need to check all the wall ties and pin wedges, because if there any limitation, or if you are not using, or if your labor has forgot to place wall ties at some place, then it might lead an accident at your site. So you must take care of pin wedges and wall ties for the wall tie before casting. After that, we have to check the support height. All support should firmly supported by the slab. It should not be in the air. Otherwise, you will not get the exact deck panel. Then during casting, you have to check for the during casting, you have to check for the leakages and everything, or stresses you must check that any panel you're not bulging or like that. If bulging, then immediately provide some support. But if your formwork will be the design and if you are taking care of all the accessories, then definitely it will not happen. And also one more thing we need to make sure during casting is to remove the excess concrete which is placed on the backside of panel. If you will cast, if you will remove immediately, then definitely you will you will save your further time. Now the next process is the dismantling process. So dismantling will start with the wall panel, then for slab panel, middle beam, end beam, then slab corner we will dismantle, and finally we will dismantle the prop panel. So in this picture you can see the wall panel we will dismantle first with the using of dismantling tool, and after dismantling of wall panel we have to immediately move the panel for the next floor. So it will not mix with the other panel and you will not waste your time to find or searching this panel. As you can see, there are a lot of panel assembly over there. So for a simple structure like 1000 square meter of floor area, you will get more than 4000 to 5000 number of panels, different panels, or you have to taking care of all the panels. If you will miss your one panel, your casting will be delayed. So material management is very important in this formwork system. So after dismantling of the formwork system, you just place the panel in that room only, and after that complete dismantle, you just move the panel to the next floor with the same room. Then the next dismantling will be of deck panel and EBMB. So we'll start with the dismantling of MB first. After MB dismantling of middle beam, then we'll dismantle the end beam and deck panels. But make sure that deck panel should not free fall. Otherwise, accident may happen or your panel will get bent. While you are dismantling the panel, you must take care of all the panel and you have to use proper dismantling tool. If you are not going to use dismantling tool or any hammer or prop to dismantle the panel, then your panel rail will be bent and you will not get the reputation of the panel and your cost viability may increase. So you must take care of each and every panel. After the dismantling of deck panel, we'll go for the next dismantling process for a slab corner panel. SL you will dismantle as in this picture. SL we will dismantle, the slab corner we will dismantle, and the props will remain at the position because we will dismantle these props after getting the strength of the concrete. As we are dismantling wall panel at very next day, after 12 hours we dismantle the wall panel, or for deck panel in 48 hours we start dismantling of deck panel too. But we don't dismantle prop head because the strength will not get the concrete will not get the enough strength to support itself, self-support. So we will dismantle these props after 1 or 2 casting. After achieving the proper strength of the concrete, we'll dismantle these props. So as you can see in this picture, there are 3 levels of prop we are using. So after this panel, we'll use for the next slab. Or generally, in the aluminum system, we use the 2 level of prop. So for 2 level prop, we use and this panel, these props are one set of prop we'll use at the casting level, and the another set of prop will be at the casted floor, the bottom floor of the casting slab, and this floor, suppose 1, 2, and 3 slab we consider. So first floor prop will go for the 3rd floor, and second floor prop will go for the 4th floor. This type of prop we'll use. After completion of dismantling, after every dismantle, we must take care of the panel. We have to clean the panel. So concrete will be the wet. So that's why we will be able to remove the concrete immediately. After it gets hardened, we must take a process to remove that concrete. So if we are going to remove it immediately, then a simple 100 or 150 bar hydraulic or water jet pump, by using water jet pump, we can remove the concrete. And the another method is by the dismantling tool called as scraper putty. By using the scraper putty, we can remove the concrete from the surface of panel as well as from the rail and backside of panel. And after removing the concrete, we will place foam oil and will go for the next use. We must use scraper putty for the removal of the concrete, not any heavy equipment such as hammer or any prop support we are using over there. If we'll do that, then panel will get bent or scratches will be there, and it will be not use of further use. So thank you. All this was from my side for this presentation. I hope you enjoyed everything.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, if participants are having any question, they can ask.
Okay, I want to ask some questions from YouTube live streaming, sir.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. First question is from Sonar sir, COEP. Input variable, whether the input variable are site specific. The input variable that you choose for your MTech dissertation work, whether they are site specific. The question was addressed by Sonar sir.
Yes, definitely a site specific variables. For all the sites, it will be we have to consider the different variables, but these six attributes are the very important, which are the most common attributes which we have to use for the selection of numbers. Yes, right. This may be.
Okay. I cannot hear you clearly because I cannot hear you clearly. Please.
Hello.
Now it's okay.
That is. So my answer is these variables are site specific. Yes, different attributes we may follow for the different sites, but these are the six all the sites. That's good.
Okay. Now the second question is from Mr. Latkar from YouTube. He is asking about stocking and shoring is a big constraint when working on the metro site. So, like RMC transit mixer, can we hire this material? Can we hire this material on the site?
So I didn't get the question, ma'am. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, his question is stocking and storing is the big constraint when working in the metro sites, the cities. Okay, stocking and storing is big constraint when working in metro cities. So, like RMC transit mixer, can we hire these materials? Hire these materials means your formwork materials.
I got the question. Hiring is possible, yes. With the older steel plates, the rental is available, but the aluminum formwork system or any advanced formwork system, the rental is not available in the building construction, as the initial cost of this material is too high. If you go for my example project, usual shuttering of this project, the total shuttering requirement for this project is of 2,000 square meter. 10,000 is the basic cost of the material. So you will need 2,000 rupees for this project. So rental is not available in the advanced system, but definitely yes, the conventional system, steel plate and prop we can get on rent, but with the advanced system, now today we are not able to use the rent.
Okay. Now the next question. Actually, there is disturbance in your voice actually because I'm not able to understand it.
Just a minute, ma'am. I'll use the earphone.
Yeah, please. Now our next question is from Ms. Vidya.
Now is it clear?
Yeah. Now it's clear. Now the next question is from Vidya. For tabular type of construction, which formwork is more preferable and economical?
For tabular type?
Yeah.
Tabular, I'm not getting actually exactly. Can you specific the type of structure like the flat slab, PT slab, or like any residential or that?
Okay,
It might be.
I request Ms. Vidya if she can elaborate her question on Telegram web or WhatsApp. I will take that question afterwards. Now,
Please
the
share
next
my
one.
email ID. If someone has doubt of anything regarding this presentation, he can mail me. I'll definitely explain the entire problem on mail.
Thank you, Vikas. So participant can send him question also. Now the next question is for tunnel construction, which type of formwork is more suitable? This question is from Mr. Kumar.
For tunnel formwork,
Yeah.
to construction of tunnel, will definitely the best suitable formwork system will be the slip form. Slip form, if you are using the slip form for tunnel construction, as you will construct a similar patch, we have to construct for a longer length, like 2 kilometer or 1 kilometer tunnel is there, and if you are taking a 20 meter or 25 meter of formwork, then the slip form will be best suitable formwork system for the tunnel construction, as you will not require any labor for that. It will go continuous, and you just need to pour the concrete.
Next question is from Kothari. He's asking about which formwork is cheaper and effective.
This is very difficult question actually. Every formwork system is costly, or every formwork system is cheaper. If you are having repetition, like you have to build 500 houses of same plant, then definitely tunnel form will be the most cheaper formwork system for you. But if you are having only bungalow construction, you have to cast a simple bungalow, then the plywood or wooden conventional formwork system will be the cheaper. So it's totally depend on the structure which you have to build.
Okay, now the next question is which material gives excellent exposed concrete surface required number further finishing treatment? Means which is the most smooth one, we can say. Which formwork is the excellent?
The most smooth. Okay, the most smooth concrete you will get by using the tunnel form. Why tunnel form? Because the surface area of panel will be the bigger one. There will be no junction or no connection of different panels. So you will not see hairline also on that on the surface of concrete, because there will be a single panel for the entire surface of concrete. So tunnel form is the best suitable for the concrete finishing.
Okay. Now the next one, circular shaped building, which type of formwork should be used, which is more suitable and effective? This question is from Vidya.
Except plywood formwork system, all metal or plastic formwork system we can use for the circular also. Aluminum is also available, MS is also available for the circular column and everything. So yes, all metal formwork system we can go for the circular system.
Okay. How to check stability of formwork after doing erection at site? This question is from Pandya.
The presentation slide of structural line. I have mentioned I mentioned offset line we have to mark on the floor of our casted floor. So by using that line, you can check the verticality and alignment of your panel. And once your panel is properly aligned, so it will be not having any stability problem. And one more thing we have to check very clearly, that your all props should be well rested on the surface of concrete. It should not rested on plywood, a piece of plywood or a brick. So yes, you have to check the props and the verticality of panel.
Okay, now I will take some questions from chat. YouTubers, please mail the question to Vikas. He will answer your question. There are a lot of questions and doubts here on the YouTube. So I think they can mail you, and please give them the reply. Now there's some questions from Google Meet. Mr. Shubham asked, where can we get such good aluminium formwork for buy? From where we can purchase this aluminium formwork?
Okay, so there are lots of companies who are providing aluminium formwork system in India. Few companies are from Korea. The major 4 or 5 companies are from Korea. So another is from Malaysia. They're called Mivan, which is popularly named aluminium formwork. The synonymous name of aluminium formwork is Mivan. And Mivan is a company which is from the Malaysia. That is, they are also providing this formwork system. And lot of Indian manufacturers also there who provides aluminium formwork system. You must search on the internet for this. You will get different formwork manufacturers.
Okay, the next question is from Darwin. Is it possible to do protruded concrete part of the building in aluminium formwork?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, I also not able to get that question. Now the next is from Mr. Parmar. What is the difference in Russian ply than the normal plywood? Because the Russian ply is used in Euroform. What's that?
Yes. The one company named Perry and Doka. These are the two companies who has researched a lot for the construction plies, and the Perry has come up with the ply with 100 or more than 100 repetitions. So the manufacturing secret of that ply is with the Perry. They didn't share the manufacturing secret of the ply, and the Indian normal ply which are manufacturing in India, construction plies, the 12 mm thick, is of 12 or 15 repetition we can get from the ply. So that ply also we can use in Euroform, and the chemical treated ply also we can get in the Euroform. So it is totally depend on the quality of plies we can use. There is no restriction.
Now the next question is from Mr. Akshay. He is asking about, does the wind pressure affect the panels at the high stored building due to the large surface?
Can you please repeat it? Temperature?
Does the wind pressure
Definitely. 100% it affects the construction process. So all these formwork systems are well designed for that pressure too. Or whenever you are designing any formwork system, you must take care of these three loads, like dead load, live load, and the environmental load. Like wind pressure load is the most important. So it is already designed formwork system.
Okay, now the remaining question I think participants can mail, because most of the questions are repeated on YouTube or the chat. I think most of the answers Vikas have given to you. So now I hand over for Vasudha. Please, Vasudha.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing us the information of different types of formwork, assembling and dismantling techniques, and also the recent market trends or policies for selecting the appropriate formwork system. Now, I, Dr. Vasudha Katare, Adjunct CEO, Mr. Vikas Panda, sir, accept our invitation. I would like to thank our director, Dr. B.B. Ahuja, sir, our head of the department, Dr. M.S. Sandime, sir, our civil engineering department faculty members, our M.Tech construction management first year and second year students. Now, tomorrow is the last session of construction safety. Thank you all, once again, thank you all the participants. So see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Google Meet. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Vikas. Special thanks from our end.
It's my privilege, sir. बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है सर कि यहाँ पे प्लेटफॉर्म शेयर कर लीजिएगा।
बहुत बढ़िया लगा because